It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Wade, the Giant. Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with me. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe. Also, on your way in, of course, man, like this stream. Now, Giant fans, what it do? It is officially time for us to start, slowly coming down off that Philadelphia Eagle high and marching up to Mile High to focus on the Denver Broncos, man. New York Giants, the 2-4 New York Giants, face the 4-2 Denver Broncos at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Empower Field at Mile High. Again, like I've said for all these other games, huge game. And as far as I see it, every game from here on out until it is completely crumbled and the fat lady is singing is going to be a huge game, man. So we are going to let the intro play, and then we are going to get into what we need to get into and talk about Week 7, our matchup versus the Denver Broncos. Let's go.
I felt there was no better athlete on that field than me. I was the best athlete on the field, and in order to win, you have to beat me. If you can't beat me, then you can't win.
I tell you right now, you know everybody gonna watch this ass whoop I'm put on you, right?
It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant. It's a key way to shine.
Both feet down on the ground, and then it came out of the pile. This ball's thrown, and Tyree, that may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Sometimes defiant.
Lobs it, Burris alone, touchdown New York.
New York Giants, salute to my guy, Iman. Harry is in the building, man, saying peace. And of course, shout out to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. If you are not subscribed over there, please make sure that you do so. Big task at hand is in the building. New York Giants, salute to my guy.
It's all good, baby.
Yes, sir. I see you. El Jefe is in the building. Salute to the chat. I see you, El Jefe. Big task at hand says, nah, it is time to turn up and bring that big blue wrecking crew feeling back, man. Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go. It's definitely time to turn things up, man, and it's a crucial time for us right now, man. So we're going to definitely get into that. NYT, New York Giants, salute to you, brother. How you doing, man?
It's all good, baby.
Money Mike is in the building. He says, this is the best defense we will face so far. So we need the O-line to step up again like last week. I'm glad you brought it up because we are definitely going to talk about it, man. I know I cannot be the only New York Giant fan, man, that is sitting here in that gray area, right? Like, I'm feeling good where we are at. I'm feeling good that excitement is being brought back to New York Giant football. I'm feeling good with the leadership that we have inside this locker room. And even though these are rookies and Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo, who's really, bringing that spark back and leading this offense, I feel good about it. I feel good that Brian Burns is leading this defense. Like, it's a comfortable feeling, right? But on the other side of things, it is that reality check that is just like, damn, man, like, y'all can't sell me on Coach Dable. I'm not there with that. I know a lot of Giant fans, have jumped back on the Coach Dable ship, and we'll get into that, I guess, at a later time, but I have not. I can't help but to think about games that we were supposed to win, man. Like, especially after beating the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Like, I know we not supposed to think this way, but it's just like, damn, yo, we could have at least beat the Saints. We could have at least beat the Saints. And then when you think about it some more, you like, we had the Cowboys. We had them. We did the hard part already. That's supposed to be a win. That's supposed to be at least 2 divisional wins. And it's a hard reality, you know, but in the end of the day, man, we know what we got to do. We got to move forward, and we got to focus on what's on the plate, you know, for the now and in the future. El Jefe says, honestly, I'm glad little Jordan Humphrey is getting time to shine. He was definitely someone I thought should have made the roster. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. My question to you, El Jefe, is how do you feel that he wasn't on the main roster previous to this moment in time? I mean, to me, I hate to sound like I'm just finding reasons to be disappointed in his coaching staff, but listen, these are like legit things to mention, like personnel issues. If you've been tuned in, you know how I felt about Juice Wells Jr. He signed to the practice squad now. I thought he should have been with the squad, but neither here nor there. It's just something that doesn't go past, you know, my eyes, something that I peeped and I noticed, and it is something that you definitely got to talk about. NYT says we should have won the Cowboy game. For sure. For sure. That come on, man. That was our game to have. That was our game to have. And it's a hard pill to swallow, man. It's a hard pill to swallow. El Jefe says he has the physicality that we need on big-time throws. Definitely has that big playability for sure. Definitely has that big playability. That jump ball, which I really believe that we could, you know, get in our tight end room, to be honest with you. But that jump ball factor he definitely has. And he's definitely somebody that we could utilize on this offense for sure. Real quick, hold on, let me just send that link real quick. My man, Born for Sports, that's what I was doing, man. I just sent you the link, Born for Sports. I don't know what your schedule looking like. He says, salute, TP. I'm excited for Sunday. Let's go, Big Blue. Beat Denver, and we back. Yes, man. Yes. Oh, this game, if we go out, execute, and walk out a mile high with a W, best believe Positive P is back. Best believe Positive P is back. But yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about it. NYT says, do you think we make a I'm sorry, I can't even read. Do you think we make a trade for a wide receiver? Good question, and that was something that I definitely want to talk about because there has been conversation as to, you know, getting a receiver, and some names have been thrown out there, and I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't think we do it, man. I don't think we do it. I definitely want to. I don't think we do it. Historically, like, we haven't moved that way. And I don't think that we even have the money to get the guys that we really want to get. And so I would love to. I'm definitely going to be keeping my ears out to seeing like what happens. But I think that I don't know. I don't believe that like all of these rumors and shit like that is going around. I just don't believe in it. You know, I would love it though. I would absolutely love it. El Jefe says, I feel like they knew they had potential, but we know how this staff is when it comes to making common sense moves. Yes, man. Yes. This roster I believe in wholeheartedly. But who I don't believe in and who I think is holding us back is this coaching staff. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, to me, I think that Jackson Dart is really overshadowing Coach Dable's deficiencies. Like, Jackson Dart is the one to me that is doing what Dable couldn't. Jackson Dart is gelling the team together. I don't think it is Coach Dable doing that. Jackson Dart is making the offense look better than what it is, playing above the X's and O's. People out here like misreading this thing, talking about, Coach Dable must really be the QB whisperer. Shit, that's not what I'm seeing. You know, that's not how I see it at all. No, sir. But when you have the energy and the momentum that these young guys in Cam Scatterbo and Jackson Dart is bringing, it just makes situations around it just a whole lot better. I mean, the players have already spoken to it. I forgot who it was. Was it Brian Burns or was it Tibbs? It was somebody on the defensive side of the ball who spoke to the spark that these youngins are bringing to the team. It's not a Coach Dable thing, ladies and gentlemen. Like, even if you have to go watch that Eagle game again, the ugliest part about that game was the coaching. Those were the ugliest parts of that game. So, I mean, hey, that's how I see it. Born for Sports says, I will never forgive Bowen for blowing the Dallas game. Soft prevent, 14 flipping seconds. Yes, man. That's the type of shit that make you damn near want to throw up. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. Iman Perry says, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Yo, Iman, I don't care what type of game it is, as long as we walk out with that dub. As long as we walk out with that dub, that is all I care about, man. NYT says, we need to use our tight ends a little more and keep running that ball. We know the recipe. That's a fact. We know the recipe. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. And we're going to get into this matchup in just a second. I just want to make sure I get through the comments. Money Mike says, every Eagle fan I talked to are so thirsty for the rematch and said we got lucky. They want their revenge so bad. Yeah, they should want their revenge. They should want their revenge because my belt still got a little eagle green on it. You know, my belt still got an eagle green on it. So, yeah, they should want their revenge. But we'll cross that bridge when it gets there, man. My man Danny is in the building.
Fee-Fi-Fo-FUMM.
Saying what's good, stopping by, showing love. Says, I really want Jalen Waddle from the Dolphins to be added to this receiving corps. Danny, I would absolutely love it, bro. I would absolutely love it. But I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. But if we do go out there and we are aggressive like that, giving up what the word around town is like a second rounder, it's tough. That's tough. But I don't know, man. I really don't know, the makeup of this team to go out and do something like that. So I don't know. NYT says the coaching staff is holding us back for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I'm telling you, man. Iman says that's why Dable picked him. Yeah. El Jefe says, I believe in the roster as well. Football is like a game of chess. You need the right pieces in the right spaces. That's a jump. El Jefe. I'm with you. NYT says, Dart out there playing backyard football. He's making it happen, man, for sure. He is definitely making it happen, man. Shout out to my guy, Big Dash Knows. He says, hit that fast forward button to Sunday. Oh, my God. That's a fact. That is a fact. I have not gone ahead and I've got my affairs in set. There was a possibility that I would have been called in to work. I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not at this moment of time. Nope. If y'all need me to come in Friday, I will come in Friday. I have something planned Saturday, but even if you need me to come in Saturday, but I will not be coming in Sunday, man. I will not be coming in Sunday. Big Dash, if you free, man, I'd love to chop it up with you too and send you the link. But Born for Sports says, Waddle, Giants, speak it into existence. We could do that. We could for sure do that. If that will get the job done, then sure, I will speak it into existence. The Man Cave is in the building. Shout out to the Man Cave.
It's all good, baby, baby.
Says, salute, soldier. You already know what it is. Smash that like button. Let's go, Giants. Yes, man. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you not only like this stream, but you subscribe. That's a fact, man. Salute to Dash. Jorge's in the building. Yes, sir. Yup. Salute to Dash. Devon, it's Prime. That's a dope name. I like that. I would definitely do a second for Waddle. I wouldn't lose sleep over that. But I'm the wrong guy to really ask in that department because I'm the aggressor. You know, I'm the aggressive type. I'm all in for going to get what's needed and paying the cost if that's what it is. I think Waddle is a talent that is definitely worth being aggressive for. I do think that people also need to understand what a second rounder is, though. Like, a second rounder is steep. It's steep. Now, granted, I would do it for Waddle, but there's some other names. What's my man from the Saints? I don't know, man. I ain't doing a second for him. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't doing a second for him. I don't know how I'm forgetting his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Ruben D. Serrero is in the building, man. Shout out to you. Says we should be worried about a Denver team. We should be worried about a Denver team that barely beat the bum-ass Jets. I think you meant shouldn't. But hey, look, listen. What has definitely have been proven, and with the Eagle, that's why I say the Eagle game was bigger than just beating a divisional rival. Like, it also said to the locker room, and it said to this fan base, and you add on the Charger game to that as well. It says that we can most definitely beat anybody. We could beat anybody. I mean, we've played the better teams of the league. We can beat anybody. So that is the mindset, man, that I really feel like this locker room has. I know a lot of Giant fans have it, as we should, but it's just out, and I've said this multiple times. It is literally all on us, in the sense of it is about how we approach these games. Like, even when we think about that ugly ass loss versus the Saints, it was about us. It was not about what the Saints did. And that's for a lot of the teams that we've played this season. So that's why I'm on these coaches' ass, man, because we need them to put these players in the best position to do their thing. And the players need to take each and every single game like it is their last game. And I heard somebody say it on the mic'd up on when we played the Eagles. Play like it's your last game. That is literally how we have to approach the rest of the season. And if we do that, I have the faith. If we do that. It's a marathon, not a race, man. Come on. Like if we put it in boxing terms, and we go to what Floyd Mayweather has done throughout his whole career. One thing that we can say about Floyd is no matter who he was up against, no matter who he faced, he treated them serious. And that is why he was undefeated. I'll never forget when he fought Andre Berto. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, he's just going out getting an easy paycheck. And Floyd Mayweather was still running. He still went in camp going hard. He still did his regular routine. And he treated Andre Berto, no disrespect, but hey, come on, man. Floyd could have beat that guy in his sleep. He still treated it like it was a Canelo fight. So that is the type of mindset, man, that I'm on, and that I believe that should be implemented into this locker room from this coaching staff, and what should be embedded in their heads. That dark friend is in the building, says we are going to lose 33-3, because anytime I am positive, we lose. I get what you're doing there. And I will accept that. My man Ruben says, we get Waddle, the NFL really going to hate us. Fee-Fi-Fo-FUMM. They slowly hating us now. They slowly hating us now. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Money Mike says, I love both, but Waddle and DJ Moore contracts are too expensive for our cap. And that's where I say, I just don't see that happening, bro. I just don't see it happening. But my man Born for Sports says, speaking into existence. So we'll do that. Second, Iman Perry says, second rounder is an extension of the first round, especially 33 to 39. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. That's a fact. That's a fact. Money Mike says, don't sleep on the Broncos. They have a Hall of Fame coach and an elite defense. They are no slouches. We are going, trust me, y'all. Trust me. I just want to make sure I get through these comments, but we are going to get into it. You a fact. You are not lying. That's a fact. Ruben says we should be 6-0 right now. Don't remind me, bro. Don't remind me, bro. Prime 0718 says salute, man. Yes, New York Giants salute to my guy is in the building. I see you.
Fee-Fi-Fo-FUMM.
All right, man. Let's kind of get into it, man. Let's talk about this matchup versus the Broncos. I sat back and I watched the Broncos versus the Jets because we had the luxury of doing that, kicking our feet up, watching other teams. I watched Dallas in the Panther game. I watched the Bronco and the Jet game. Last night I watched the Commanders and the Bet. So yeah, I had my fair share of just watching other teams. But of course, the focal point was the Jets and the Broncos. And I often caught myself saying to a few teams, not just the Broncos to be fair, but I said to myself, oh shit, these dudes can be had, man. These dudes can be had. And I don't say that in a sense of just being overly confident. I say that in a football sense. If we go out and we play our style of ball, I definitely think, man, this can be a W. I think on the defensive side of the ball, when we are talking about the Denver Broncos, we kind of made a mention in the comment section about this. This is going to be Jackson Dart's, I think, toughest task yet. I believe so. And I'm not even going to hold you. I'm jealous. I'm jealous how they send the dogs on the Broncos side of things. They go to hunt. That D-line gets after it, and they have those blitz packages where it reminds me of the Wink style of things. They go. And so this is going to be a huge test for not only Jackson Dart, but for sure this offensive line. For sure this offensive line. I think this is going to be good for us fans to see. It is going to be good for us to see because if we are to think what our weak points are on the offensive side of things, a lot of us would throw out our receiving core. And then after that, it is what? After that, it is what? Is it offensive play calling? Because I'm not too mad at our run game. I still don't even think we have got to the peak of things because Tyrone Tracy Jr. hasn't even, got his feet wet just yet. We have our quarterback who can extend plays and also do things. We have been having good offensive line play. So it's a good test to really see, where we are at truly. So I'm not worried. I'm not scared because I think that the bigger picture is we have a defense as well. We have a defense as well. And I'm going to say the same thing like I said really in the Philly game is that if I had to question anything, it is going to be the secondary, man. The secondary. What Bo Nix does in the air is going to be huge as to how this game, man, goes. I have not been impressed by this secondary, blown assignments, getting toasted, looking sloppy. I just gotta. I'm not that confident in that area, man. I'm really not. And then on top of that, I still want to see the opposite of what we have been seeing as far as schematically, man, just designing things and designing new ways to get to the quarterback. Again, I was watching the Jet and Bronco game, man, and I was jealous. I was jealous of seeing how aggressive that Bronco defense is. Like, that is the style of play, man, that I want. And we have yet to really seen it. In the small ounce of times that we have seen it, it has been successful. It has been absolutely successful. So, you know, my thing with that is just, I really am not holding my breath, because at this point in time, I just don't see it happening. But I really want us to take it to another level and really see what we look like when we are getting into a bag where our coaching staff is really complimenting us and not holding us back. That's what I'm so eager to see. The momentum is there. The intensity is there. The roster is there. This defense is honed in. Apparently, Brian Burns calls for an all-player meeting. So that speaks to the mindset that is going on in that locker room. That speaks to the momentum that we have our way right now, and them being mature and understanding that, okay, yeah, the Philly game, great. Absolutely good. But there's more to it. And we got to stay locked in. And we digged ourselves in this hole. Now it's about, digging ourselves out of it. I wanna, kind of read y'all something that was on a New York Giants site, man, about like the snaps being taken and the percent of plays that certain players were on the field. And it was kind of interesting to me, starting with this running back room. We was talking about Tyrone Tracy Jr. and him getting his feet wet. Well, listen to this, man. Cam Scatterbo in that Eagle game had 49 offensive snaps, which is 71% of snaps. 71%. And then Tyrone Tracy Jr. had 21 offensive snaps, which was 30%. 30. And it's funny because I don't know, I can only speak for myself, but it didn't even seem like Tyrone Tracy got that. It didn't seem like they got that. And that's the thing, man. I really want to I really want to utilize, man, these advantages that we have, and we just haven't gotten there yet. We haven't seen it. Like, I know I mention the Detroit Lions all of the time, man, but I feel like we have our version of what they have over there as far as the running game is concerned with Gibbs and Montgomery. Like, I am eager to see what Cam Scatterbo and Tyrone Tracy Jr. looks like. And correct me if I'm wrong, we still haven't even seen Tyrone Tracy Jr. much even in the passing game. Iman Perry, I see you, he says doghouse. Yeah, it's looking very much like it. But again, I just want to scheme that up for us, man. I do. Let's move to the tight ends. Theo Johnson had 62 offensive snaps. That's 89.9%. 89.9%. Daniel Bellinger had 39 offensive snaps, which was 56.6%. And if you're asking me, Daniel Bellinger gives you the better production. He gives you the better production. Theo Johnson, he's too hit or miss. Yes, he has that big playability, but he also has those moments, man, where if Daniel Bellinger was in that position, it's not going down like that. So, I mean, I definitely would like to see more of Daniel Bellinger. And then on top of that, you have Thomas Fidone, who is doing nothing but getting special team snaps this last game. So even that in the red zone, which we've been picking it up because we finally have been doing what I would think is the obvious thing to do, using Cam Scatterbo. But I still like to see Thomas Fidone, man, being used in that red zone for sure, and just seeing what he could do in the passing game. On the defensive side of things, man, when we talking about this D line, man, and we talking about the nose and these guys that can play the 3 and playing next to Dex. Take a listen to this. Dex is playing 77% of the snaps. He had 44 defensive snaps versus the Eagles. Roy Robertson Harris only had 24 defensive snaps. That's 42%. Raheem Nunez Roches had 22 defensive snaps, which is 38%. And to me, this was the eye-opener. Chauncey Golston with only 9 defensive snaps? The fuck is going on? Darius Alexander with only 9 defensive snaps? I mean, listen, I'm not a fan of that shit. But again, when we talk about Chauncey Golston, to me, it is us not utilizing him right. Why do we have this man on the edge? I don't like that shit, man. I don't feel like that's where he belongs at all, and anybody who watches him can see it. Why? I don't feel like Chauncey Golston is a 9-snap guy. He's not a 9-snap guy. So Darius Alexander, he's looked good when we see him on film. That's not a 9-snap guy for me, man. That's not a 9-snap guy for me. So again, this personnel thing, man, I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I also wanted to bring up this. Well, I'm going to bring up this Juice Wells Jr. signing first, and then I want to get into the trade rumor thing. Juice Wells Jr., man. First of all, Juice Wells Jr. has been signed to the practice squad again. If y'all been tuned in to me, y'all know I've been, talking about Juice Wells Jr. Juice Wells Jr. to me, and I don't want to put my foot in my mouth because I know if he goes out there and it looks terrible or anything like that, it's gonna ruin my credibility. But I think Juice Wells Jr. can very much have that little Jordan Humphrey effects. Like, be the guy coming off a practice squad, stepping onto the field and looking like something. For sure. He's been somebody that is polished, runs clean routes, and that shit is just gonna translate no matter what. It's gonna translate no matter what. So I am super stoked to know that we did sign him to the practice squad. Are we gonna utilize him? We'll see. But look, we making a step in the right direction when it comes to that. Now, I do want to get into the trade rumors. PFF list KT5, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Jermaine Illuminor as trade candidates at the deadline. And of course, on the beautiful app of X/Twitter, you have Giant fans who are with this shit. You have Giant fans that are actually with this shit. And I just want to say this to y'all.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Y'all are tripping, man. Y'all are absolutely tripping. These are not dudes you send anywhere. And I don't know why Giant fans have this mindset where they think that they always are trying to, like, reach for some I don't know what they're trying to reach for. But you have to start realizing the key pieces and the glue to what we do have on this team. There are some guys that are tradable that you may like. I understand that. Iman Perry says Joe Shane will get fired on the spot. He should. There are some guys that you may like. But there are some guys that you shouldn't even touch. Jermaine Illuminor, no sir. The fact that we have the superpower and the depth in this defensive line is something you take advantage of. Have y'all been watching what's going on in the NFC East? These defenses have been struggling. So we have a superpower in the fact that we did put a lot of attention to this defensive side of the ball. You don't strip us away from that because you're going to go search to be like somebody else. No. For anybody keep talking about trading Dexter Lawrence, I'm going to play this for you.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
For anybody talking about trading guys that to me are on my do not touch list, I don't understand the logic in it, man. I don't. What's another name that I hear y'all talking about that is absolutely crazy? Y'all, of course, Darius Slayton, which I'm not gonna say is absolutely crazy, but of course y'all want to get rid of him, which, you know, I ain't agreeing to that. Y'all know that's my guy. Who else have I heard people talk about? I'm missing somebody. I can't even think of it, but it was somebody else who y'all really just killing me. I can't think of it. But for all of y'all, man, that keep thinking about trading, you know, the glue to this team.
I can tell you right now.
It's the regular everlasting.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. Fuck no.
Yeah, I see you, Iman Perry, Deontay Banks. That's a guy you could trade. I don't know how much we would get for him. That's a guy you would trade. Jalen Hyatt, that is a guy that you could talk about trading. You could talk about trading a Jalen Hyatt. Like, there are certain guys that could be in the conversation. Evan Neal. I see you, Iman. Yeah, Evan Neal. But, no, man. No, there's some guys, man, that are untouchable, man. We got to stop trying to be so drastic with things, man, as Giant fans. Come on. Let me get to these comments, man. I see y'all in here. Again, man, if you are new to this channel, please make sure that you not only like the stream, but, of course, subscribe. Where we at? El Jefe says, Scat Pack and Anytime TD Tracy both about to get 100 a game once the ball is rolling in full effect. Yo, once we open that door and get Tyrone Tracy Jr. unlocked, ladies and gentlemen, New York Giant football will fully be back. Then is really repping time at that point. Iman Perry says, I think Tracy was in there blocking for Scat. Dable is diabolical. Yeah, man. Like, this dude is killing me, man. This dude is absolutely killing me. And I see a lot of people, you know, you have a win, like an Eagle game win, man, and people lose their minds, man. And y'all, I've said this. I was all for celebrating. I'm all for, you know, feeling good, as we should have. But, you know, Giant fans took certain things way too far, man. Took things way too far. Coach Dable still has to show me something. Shit, still has to show me some. That Dark Friend says the coaching staff is an issue, probably the main issue. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. NYT says, yeah, they should use our running backs more in a passing game, especially since one used to be a wide receiver. I mean, it's just certain attributes about players that it's like, come on, man. If this is definitely the time where you want to bring all that out, use them. Use them. And also, what people may have forgotten, Cam Scatterbo can be a receiving back as well. He can be a receiving back as well. So it's just like, I want to use the whole nine, man. There's so many possibilities when it comes to, what we could do. Iman Perry says, right, I ain't heard Ghost and name in a minute. That is a fact. That is a fact. Devin It's Prime says, how about Evan Neal for Trey Harris? Because Chargers is looking for offensive tackle help. I doubt. I mean, I don't know, because I remember when Eric Flowers was able to go somewhere, but I don't know, man. I don't know who wants Evan Neal. I don't know. NYT says, he know Dart very well. They did play together in college. Yes, speaking of Juice Wells Jr. Yes, man. Yes. And it is the same thing on when I was talking in the offseason as far as when I was on my Shador campaign and I was talking about picking up Shador. I said that I wanted to pick up my guy over there with the Panthers. How am I forgetting his name? Oh my goodness, how am I forgetting his name? Jimmy Horn. I was saying the same thing about Jimmy Horn. I'm like, yo, if we get Shador, I definitely want to get Jimmy Horn in the late rounds because there's a superpower in that. They played with each other. They played with each other, and they both skilled at what they do. So, yeah, that will transition well into the league. Yes. I'm not saying that they are Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, but I'm just saying that there's something to be had, man, when you already have developed that connection. Come on, man. What we got? Money Mike says, I would love trading for Trey Harris. He was Dart #1 wide receiver in college and Neighbors QB in college. They would have great chemistry. I'm with you. Let me see. Let me scroll down. Devin is Prom says, Brian Burns actually had a players meeting telling Bowen to get his ass together. Yo, I think there was a lot of truth talk, man, when it comes to that player meeting that we will never know about, of course, how it should be. And I think that was definitely one of the conversation pieces. Kayvon Thibodeau said that Coach Shane Bowen does a good job at listening to him. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that was based off the meeting. I don't know. Maybe that we have seen slight changes, seen Dex a little bit more in the middle and, whatever. But I will say that I do think that players meeting was definitely a truth talk. And if that secondary was involved in that meeting, best believe there was some honest conversations had. Best believe. Because they watched the film too. I'm pretty sure they talked to Bobby Okereke. Like, yeah, I definitely believe it was some truth talk. And I love it. And I love it because it is coming from the qualified. Brian Burns is the person who is qualified to hold the players meeting and have these conversations. Brian Burns is the one who should be bringing everybody in together and having these truth talks. This is healthy business that's going on, man. Healthy business that's going on, and I love that. Shout out to my dog. Ghost Dog is in the building.
It's all good, baby.
Says, yerp, peace and salute. Yes, man, New York Giants salute to my dog, Ghost Dog. Yo, make sure that y'all subscribe to my guy, man. Subscribe to my guy, a dope New York Giant content creator, man, putting that pain in this year. Ghost, I see you. I see you. Eric James Johnson says, wait for the 2026 NFL Draft. Pick up Cam Scottable teammate from Arizona State, Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver. I am glad you mentioned him. I definitely am with that for sure. Tyson is a monster. Is that my phone going off? But yes, I'm with you. Eric James Johnson also says, Fano from Utah would be a great bodyguard for Dart. Okay. I'm not familiar, but I will do my research. Let me see. Wavy Guy says Wicks from Green Bay and 80 from the Colts are realistic. Of course, some draft capital, but not high, and we don't got to pay. Yes, I have seen that rumor going around as well. New York Giants, salute to my guy Tyrone Hall is in the building. Saying salute to the chat. Again, man. If you're new to this channel, man, make sure you subscribe and make sure everybody that is tuned in like the stream for me, man. Go ahead and like the stream for me. All right, this is something that I did want to talk about, man, and I want to get y'all opinions about this because, again, I do understand that, Coach Dable is just not in my good graces right now. He's frustrating the shit out of me. But there has been conversations about him visiting the blue tent in that Eagle game. Should Coach Dable be penalized for forcing his way inside the injury tent? Now, I'm going to say this. I was getting pissed. at Coach Brian Dable at that Philly game because I felt like he was doing way too much. And I believe in having a poker face in life. Coach Dable, if you are desperate, cool. I'm not mad at you being desperate. What I am mad at is you showing your hand out to the world at how desperate you are. That's what I was mad at. I'm mad at the fact that Coach Dable looked like a complete ass. Going in the tent is some diabolical shit. You just completely not even caring about what that message sends to your team. But you going in there, guys, I need my quarterback. Come on, man. You got to play it cool. That was embarrassing, man. That was embarrassing. Then you do that little over-the-top fiery shit just over there barking on the medical staff guy. What are we doing? It's like, yo, you gotta be able to hold your composure in moments like that. Have some self-discipline and have some sense of pride. And to me, to be honest with you, what I got from that was Coach Dable putting on a fucking acting clinic and making it clear and trying to go with the whole picture of that's the quarterback that I picked, and I'm still in the business of trying to save my job, and I'm trying to show everybody that my quarterback is going to be the turn of the tides for us. That's going to be the guy that saves my ass. I felt like that was really what it was about. Because he knows he can't get shit out of anybody else that's not going to play above the X's and O's. So I think it's getting real corny, and I don't need my head coach performing like that, man. I really don't at all. Let me see, man. Ghost Dog says he absolutely should. I mean, it's crazy, man. No coof at all, man. No coof at all. Like the fiery shit I was with at one point in time, but now I really think it's become theatrical, man. Like, come on, Coach Dable. Wavy Guy 50 says, yeah, we technically forfeited that drive. He needed to continue to coach. He got a team to worry about. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Like, that's been my big complaint about Coach Dable. You shouldn't need, and I'm being very particular in my verbiage, need a Jackson Dart to survive. You shouldn't need a Jackson Dart to produce. He should be able to make things happen with a Russell Wilson. You think about the concrete teams, the solid teams, the teams that you know are going to be in playoff contention. The foundation the foundation that they have laid is concrete. So if their starting quarterback isn't playing, you see some level of production. I just watched the Commanders play the Bears, and they were missing Terry McLaurin. They were missing Noah Brown. They were missing Deebo Samuel. And it was still a 1-point game. It was still a 1-point game. The Lions last year had injury after injury after injury after injury. They made their way into the playoffs. So I just don't believe in that whole train of thought on absolutely needing Jackson Dart for you to have some type of production. So I love this comment right here. I love it because that is a fact. El Jefe says, Ruben wants Bill Belichick to coach us. Yeah, I kind of gave up on that, man. I don't think Bill Belichick is in that mind frame anymore, man. I think Bill Belichick, is kind of enjoying towards the end of his career. He got the young honey that he's focused on. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ghost Dog says, riding that young man's coattail going to get him hurt. Diabolical is a goofy. Yeah, man. Yeah. And again, like depending on him to a degree, to where he's not even making logical sense, man. And I've kind of, mentioned this before, but come on, man. You just clearly running Dart into the ground after he gets out of the blue tent shows me what? More of a sign of just being absolutely desperate. Desperate. It just doesn't make sense, man. Devin in his prime says yes and no because he wasn't paying attention to the game, and all he did was peek inside. Yeah, but I don't think that was all he did, though. It wasn't just a peek. It was the fact that you even went over there and you barged your way in, and then on top of that, you over there, really spazzing on the physician. You spazzing on the physician. I'm not with it. NYT says if he's desperate, coach better, have a better scheme. And that's another thing, man. I want to see the coaching reflect a desperate coach. I mean, I was hoping that I seen a bag that I haven't seen in quite some time. So, I mean, hey. Tyrone Hall says, Dable needs to stop playing favorites. He has 52 other players watching him. Not a good look. I'm telling you, man, it means something. It means something. I'm telling you. That is a fact. El Jefe, man, reminding us. He said, we made the playoffs with Richie James at wide receiver. Next man up. Simple. Simple as that. Simple as that. I am with you. One Shot D. Shout out to One Shot D is in the building. Says he's absolutely right. That was super corny. He was literally glazing this man Dart. Shake my head. I'd never seen Andy Reid do that to Pat Mahomes. Y'all cooking in this conversation right now. Y'all cooking in this conversation right now. That is a fact. That is a fact, man. It is embarrassing, bro. It is embarrassing. Wavy Guy 50 says, yeah, but letting the whole world know is bad to like at least act like you paying attention to the game. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. But again, you know, Coach Dable just being real theatrical and you know, I don't know. Especially because in my mind, to me, he is the one that I feel like is just holding us back. That is it, man. That is it. But all in all, man, look, tell me how y'all see this game versus the Broncos. I really do think that this is a winnable game. But I'm not going into this off ego high. I'm going into this with that Mambo mentality, and y'all know what I mean by that.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Job is not finished, and at the end of the day, it's a marathon, not a race. So we have to do the things that we already know at this point. We have to stop the run. We have to get out after Bo Nix. Secondary, I need everybody to make sure that they are locked in and the communication is being had. Too many miscues. Way too many miscues. And they will eat us apart if we don't get that shit together. We don't need no uh-ohs, no my bads. On the offensive side of the ball, man, just taking each and every player step by step and let our talent be talent. You know, they're going to key in on things that they want to do. They want to stop Cam Scatterball, but we need to play with that same aggression. Let Jackson Dart cook, because he's the guy, man. He could get the job done. He could get the job done. And we need our receivers to not just look at it from, oh, we had a good game versus the Eagles. I need an even better game. Because they have, if not one of the best corners, and Pat Surtain over there. That's a fact. And to be honest with you, he's locking down a side of the field. That's just happening. Pat Surtain is like that. But I say all of that to say, man, it's a marathon, not a race. It is a marathon, not a race. All in all, man, I just need to see good product on the field. And I want us to capitalize off the fact that, ladies and gentlemen, we are the only team in the division to win this week. We are the only team in the division that did something this week that helps our case. And so I want to act like it. I want to take advantage of the momentum that we have. Everybody that is counting us out, let them keep doing it. And that's when we step in and we keep doing our thing. So, listen. Let's get these turnovers. Defense, play sound. And if we do get a pick, if we do pick up a fumble, can we please go get 6? Can we please go get 6? Cordell Flott should have got 6. Dexter Lawrence should have got 6. Andrew Phillips should have got 6. And we always getting shoelace tackled. I'm not trying to be overly picky because I'm glad we getting our turnovers. But let's capitalize and play blessed New York Giant football, man. Let's go. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Sunday, it is going down. New York Giants salute to each and every one of you, man. Please make sure that y'all tune in this week. Because I'm going to be pushing out more content leading up to Sunday. Sunday morning, I will be with my guys at 2. Also, Fee-FI-Fo-FUMM tees are on sale. Look in the description. Go ahead and copy one. I will holler at y'all. And until I holler at y'all, Fee-FI-Fo-FUMM.
Tiger, how we swinging iron, walking through the fire, certified pioneer. Yeah. Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer than I can hit. Closer than my dish. Yeah. Keep away the giant hit.